If you don't behave as you believe, you will end by believing as you behave. Evil has no capital of its own. It is a parasite on goodness. Pride is an admission of weakness. It secretly fears all competition and dreads all rivals. Love is a mutual self-giving which ends in self-recovery. Sometimes the only way the good Lord can get into some hearts is to break them. Once you have surrendered yourself, you make yourself receptive. In receiving from God, you are perfected and completed. You must remember to love people and use things, rather than to love things and use people. The proud man counts his newspaper clippings, the humble man his blessings. Cheerfulness is that quality which enables one to make others happy. It takes its origin half in personal goodness and half in the belief of the personal goodness of others. Jealousy is the tribute mediocrity pays to genius. People who drink to drown their sorrow should be told that sorrow knows how to swim. Too many people today know the price of everything and the value of nothing. Expect trouble as an inevitable part of life and repeat to yourself the most comforting words of all: this too shall pass. Nobody gets to live life backward. Look ahead. That is where your future lies. Hanging on to resentment is letting someone you despise live rent-free in your head. Opportunities are usually disguised as hard work, so most people don't recognize them. Kings are not born. They are made by universal hallucination. You are never given a dream without also being given the power to make it true. You may have to work for it, however. Strong beliefs win strong men and then make them stronger. Overcome fear, behold wonder. In order to live free and happily, you must sacrifice boredom. It is not always an easy sacrifice. It's okay as a cosmic truth. Every person, all the events of your life are there because you have drawn them there. What you choose to do with them is up to you. Here is the test to find whether your mission on earth is finished. If you're alive, it isn't. Learning is finding out what you already know. Doing is demonstrating that you know it. Teaching is reminding others that they know it as well as you do. We are all learners, doers, and teachers. Your only obligation in any lifetime is to be true to yourself. You teach best what you need to learn. There is nothing more frightful than ignorance in action. There is nothing worse than aggressive stupidity. Treat people as if they were what they ought to be, and you help them to become what they are capable of being. Nothing is so strong as gentleness, nothing so gentle as real strength. Age does not make us childish, as some say. It finds us true children. Endure when you can, and endure when you must. As soon as you trust yourself, you will know how to live. This is the true measure of love, when we believe that we alone can love, that no one could ever have loved so before us, and that no one will ever love in the same way after us. We do not have to visit a madhouse to find disordered minds. Our planet is the mental institution of the universe. Life belongs to the living, and he who lives must be prepared for changes. There are two things children should get from their parents: roots and wings. Things which matter most must never be at the mercy of things which matter least. If you treat an individual as he is, he will remain how he is. But if you treat him as if he were what he ought to be and could be, he will become what he ought to be and could be. The secret of man's being is not only to live, but to have something to live for. Pain and suffering are always inevitable for a large intelligence and a deep heart. The really great men must, I think, have great sadness on earth. We sometimes encounter people, even perfect strangers, who begin to interest us at first sight, somehow suddenly, all at once, before a word has been spoken. The darker the night, the brighter the stars, the deeper the grief, the closer is God. Taking a new step, uttering a new word, is what people fear most. The soul is healed by being with children. If you want to be respected by others, the great thing is to respect yourself. If there is no God, everything is permitted. Duty is mysterious as well as terrible. God and devil are fighting there, and the battlefield is the heart of man. Man only likes to count his troubles, but he does not count his joys. To love someone means to see him as God intended him. Much unhappiness has come into the world because of bewilderment and things left unsaid. Don't compromise yourself. You're all you've got. Being an intellectual creates a lot of questions and no answers. On stage, I make love to 25,000 different people. Then I go home alone. If you're not having fun, you're doing something wrong. Don't wait for things to get easier, simpler, better. Life will always be complicated. Learn to be happy right now, otherwise you'll run out of time. Always remember that your present situation is not your final destination. The best is yet to come. past is a waste paper, present is a newspaper, future is a question paper. So read and write carefully, otherwise life will be a tissue paper.